Hey guys, what's up? I am coming to you guys today with a little bit more of a serious video than what I usually do. Something that's not, I'm gonna try and gear it back to like what I want my videos to be about and like who I want my videos to help, which are parents, mothers, fathers. But yeah, this is a little bit out of the realm from what it is that I usually do, but I think it's important for me to share my ideas and perspective with you guys. I'm sure you guys can tell by the title of this video what this is going to be about. I'm still tossing around in my head exactly what I want the title of this video to be because I feel like that's important. But yeah, so this video obviously is going to be a little bit about politics. I know that a lot of people don't like to talk about politics. Sometimes it's not considered good manners to talk about politics, but we are going to talk about politics and what it means, you know, with the current situation, the presidential election. I'll just get down to it instead of trying to sugarcoat nothing that I'm saying. With, you know, the presidential election that we just went through here in America. Those of you that are from America,
do you have an extra room? Do you have room in your house? Can I come stay with you? Yeah, do you guys have, you know, a way for us to get there? Canada, especially if you guys are from Canada, leave me a comment down below. I will be there because America is on butt.
I don't care which side you're on of what just happened. America is on butt. Okay? To try and bring this back to what it is that, you know, I feel like my video should be about and what I want to like portray to you guys. I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. I'm going to talk about what it means, what this election meant for us as parents, and how we deal with the results, the aftermath, the fresh aftermath. So I'm kind of approaching this as, of course, a mother, but I also,
you know what I just realized? Look at this right here. Look right here. You see it? Look at this mirror. You can see that I'm wearing shorts with my sweater. Deception. YouTube deception 101.
Okay, we're just gonna turn you guys this way a little bit. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna turn you guys this way a little bit. No, that doesn't, just didn't distract anybody. But yeah, I wanna talk about what that means as a parent moving forward and what it is that we do next. So, obviously, Donald Trump did win the presidency. He is gonna be our 45th president of the United States. And yeah, it was a close election. Anyone that watched the election, you could tell that it was a close election. Senator Clinton did win the popular vote, but she couldn't get the majority of the electoral college vote, so she lost to Donald Trump, and that is what it is. And I think that that sentence in and of itself is important to start with for us as, okay, so like a parent hat on right now. Us as adults, it is what it is, okay? You may like it, you may hate it, you may not care, you know, you may be sad, you may be angry, you may be excited, but regardless, it is what it is, and there's really not very much right now that we can do about that, the fact that he's the one that's elected, okay? So that's important too. It's important to take some time to feel however it is that you're going to feel, or however it is that you want to feel, however it is that you do feel about it. But then to come back to center and realize that this is what it is. Okay, so adult hat off or whatever, parenting hat on. Or I'm also coming to you guys kind of as like a teacher's perspective because, you know, I'm a future teacher. I'm going to school right now to be a teacher. I'm almost finished with school. And a lot of the classes that I had the day after the election, we were asked how it is that we would deal with today if we were teachers, because there's going to be other elections. This is not the only election. This is not the last election. There's going to be other elections, and there's always going to be kids that come into your classroom that are excited about what happened and are not excited about what happened, regardless of who it is that's running this election or, you know, elections past or elections to come. I think what is kind of unique about this election, and I think that everyone, regardless of, I'm trying to be as like bipartisan, I guess is what it's called, or unbiased, one side or the other as I possibly can. I think that that is the fair way to approach this, so that's why I'm trying to do this that way. I think what's unique about this election, and like I said, I feel like we can all join and kind of agree on this, is that this election, there was less, I feel like after any election, people are either angry, sad, or happy, excited about either side of the fence, right? Or just complacent in the middle, like whatevs, I'm just here. I'm just here living in America, okay? I don't really care who the leader is, you know, those people in the middle. So, but I think what's kind of unique about this election is that on both sides, there was fear, okay? Fear for this person to be leader, fear for that person to be leader on either side. And that is so sad and scary. And I think when your children start to get older and they're in school and you can filter out what it is that you show them in the home or what you expose them to in the home, but you can't always control what it is that other kids are exposed to and the knowledge of what's going on in the world they're exposed to, and then they bring it to school. So I think that when kids start to get a little bit older, it's kind of hard to shield them from what it is that's going on. So I think it's also important to don't let them find out what's going on from someone else and their parents' ideals or ideas about what's right, what's wrong, about what's going on right now with the election stuff, politics. And that's crazy because who wants to talk to a 6-year-old about politics? Like, that just should be something that is adults, but it's not. And I think too that it is important, because of the way that this election was and is probably going to continue to be, to realize that that fear, and us as parents, we know that fear, being scared, is one of the harder emotions to really handle and deal with when it comes to our children. So like your kid's mad, there's a lot of ways that you can talk to them through the madness, make sense of them being upset, fix them being upset. Your kid is sad, there's a lot of ways to get through the sadness, to figure out why they're sad, to make sense of the sadness for them, to fix the sad. Fear and being scared is one of those things that just has layer and layer and layer and layer and layer. And it's hard to fix that. You can fix sad by figuring out how it is that you can make them happy. You can fix them mad by figuring out what it is that you can do to make them happy. But fear, like, what is the opposite of that? I mean, happy, but how do you remove the fear once it's there? You know what I'm saying? What you guys have to realize, the ones with older children, is that you guys are going to, regardless of which side of the fence you're on, either you're sending your kids to school and they're fearful and scared of what's going on right now, which literally breaks my heart. And if you are a parent or just a human being, okay, regardless of which side on the fence you are, you have to be empathetic, or sympathetic, I guess. You have to like validate and understand and be understanding and respectful of the fact that they have fear, okay? Whichever side, right? That they have fear. Regardless of if you're happy about what happened or not, right? And what you have to realize is if your kids, you're not already sending your kids into the school with fear, a lot of them are going to see the fear from their peers. So then you're going to have to deal with that too, right? So that's why I think that this election in particular is different, is because I really feel like we haven't really seen that before. Even before the actual nominee was elected, there was a lot of fear, even for the kids, like, oh, if so-and-so wins, is this gonna happen? Or if so-and-so wins, you know, they're this and that, is this gonna happen? Or could this happen because kids hear that or they pick up on it in school, blah, blah, blah. So I think that that's one of the key things that I have realized and learned and taken away from this, is that regardless of which side you're on, when it comes to like being a parent and stuff, you need to prepare your kids to be mindful of other people's scaredness, or prepare your kids to express their scaredness so that they can get support other places besides the home. I really am glad that I was not a teacher on Wednesday. I mean, regardless, either side of the fence, even if you were excited, can you, or you know, it happened the way that you wanted it to happen, can you imagine going to your class or picking your kid up from daycare or something like that, and they told you that so-and-so is crying at school today because they're scared because this person was elected or whatever? Like, that is just heart-wrenching to me, and I think that that's something that kind of needs to unify us, regardless of if you're excited or not. You need to realize that there's people out here, and we are, like, you know, supposed to be a united country. There's people out there that are fearful and are sad, and we need to use this as something to kind of like unify us, or, you know, to, you know, show them that this is the outcome that I was asking for, but this is not something you should be fearful of, because I support you. I validate your feelings, and, you know, I love you, and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, like I said, I'm just glad I was not a teacher on Wednesday, because I don't know how I would have handled it. One of my classrooms that I was in, there's a Spanish girl in that class, and she said that she sent her 6-year-old to school that day. When she woke up in the morning, before she came to our class, when her daughter woke up and found out who won, she started crying because she thinks that President-elect Trump is going to send her grandparents away, right? We were asked then how it is that we would handle that situation. And I literally just could not handle it. I literally had to get up out of the class and go to the bathroom and get myself back together. Not because of the turnout of the election, but because as a parent, I literally don't know how I would handle a situation like that. Luckily, my kids are still too young. They don't understand. But being a parent of that child, or being a teacher of that child, or being or my child being friends with that student or whatever, I literally just don't understand how I would be able to deal with that. Another thing, if, as moms, a lot of us single moms, if this is devastating for you, this is not what it is that you wanted to happen, you need to get up, keep going, push harder, break through the walls, break through the barriers, break through the stereotypes, break through the hate, keep pushing, because you have something bigger to work for. Don't let this election get in the way of your American dream, because that's what it is. It's your American dream. No one can change your value. No one can change your work ethic. No one can change your destiny. So you need to decide what it is that your American dream is, embody that, and work towards it. And I don't know about you guys, but there is only one person, okay, one being that can dictate my value and what it is that's going to happen with my life and what the big plan is. And that person is not a president. It's not my mama. It ain't my daddy. It ain't my grandmama. It ain't my boyfriend. It ain't my kids. It ain't my pastor. It ain't nobody. It is God, okay? Or higher power, however you want to think it. I think that there's someone else, there's something else that is going to dictate my future, and it's not going to be the president. And yeah, keep pushing. Spread love, spread your hard work, spread your energy, your excitement, your good traits throughout the world, wherever it is that you can, to break down some of the stereotypes and some of the hatred and the things that this election has boiled up. If you're not excited about it, make it a point to educate future generations, our future generations, right? What not to do, okay? And how it is that you should think, and how it is that we should come together, and how it is that we shouldn't be this united. And really, that's whatever side of the fence you are. Teach our future generations that we should have been more united. I don't know, that's my little ramble talk. I got super real on Snapchat the other day, guys, so I'm unapologetically unfiltered on Snapchat the other day. So if you guys don't follow me there, go follow me there. I don't know. I hope that this helped someone feel a little bit more at ease about what's going on. If you are, just like broken down by this, and help you keep pushing. I hope that some of you that maybe, this is what you wanted and you're excited about this change, that maybe at least you've taken away a few ways that you can help to unify and understand and validate the people that don't feel the way that you feel. Just because for a lot of us, either way it was, like I said, this was a scary time for us, is a scary time for us. So yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.